What's going on, guys? This is my second attempt at a video for today. The first one didn't go so well, so we're going to do that one again later, the different item. So this is a really unusual knife that was sent in from Gary. He bought it from Knife Center, and I don't know what the price was at Knife Center, but I found them online for anywhere from $230 to $270. I think it was like $270 on the manufacturer website. I believe it's Mcusta. I don't know how you pronounce it. You can see. Here is their website if you want to do that, or I'll put a link down below also for that, so you can check that out. They are in Seki, Japan. That's where these are manufactured. And it's really cool ironwood scales. Like, that's just really cool to begin with. And it has this kind of sculpting to the scales for kind of finger grooves, and a really good looking VG10 core Damascus blade. They're not really finger grooves, but they kind of align, and it feels really good in the hand, actually. Now, ironwood is a material that I was not super familiar with until a few years ago when I got this custom from Eric Kramer. This is the Reaper. And I've done a video on this long before. I'll put a link at the end of this video if you want to go check it out. And this one actually has an ironwood backspacer. And from what Eric told me, ironwood is such a dense wood that it actually is a wood that does not float. So it really is a great material. A lot of times you'd see, a knife like this and be like a wood scale, maybe not the best choice, right? But because this wood is so dense, I think it is a good choice that's going to stand up to the test of time, if you will. Sure, it's going to scratch up maybe a little bit easier than if it were titanium scales or G10 or, something like that. It may get some scratches, but it's going to really hold up well and not crack, if that makes sense. So let's zoom in and give you a close-up look at this, because they really did the blade well. I mean, I think that's really a good-looking blade. Thumb studs on both sides. The wood is done very nicely. I kind of need to clean it off. There's a little bit of packing stuff on it still. I like the cutout on the pocket clip, and it is reversible, and it's done in kind of a weird, not a weird way, but not my, it works really well in the pocket, and it is a deep carry because they've got the screws coming in from the top. And I always talk about how the screws can obscure a deep carry clip. Well, when they come in from the top, they don't get in the way. So you can reverse this, take out the two screws, just flip the clip around, put them back in. I just don't really love how much they protrude beyond the clip. Again, very similar if it was a standard deep carry, like on the Kubi KB237 here, how that screw head kind of protrudes in to where your pocket goes. Similar thing here, except it doesn't obstruct anything. So really, that's a nitpicking thing. Stainless steel liners. And just is a cool looking knife. It's unusual of a knife for Gary's collection, I think. And I think that's why he bought it. I don't know every knife Gary has in his collection, but for the last year or so, pretty much every new knife that he's bought, he has had shipped to me first. So I have a pretty good idea where he's at with his collection, and this is unlike anything else I have seen in it. Which is okay. I have some weird stuff too every once in a while. I think we all have kind of the main focus of our collection with some kind of offshoots here and there. So very cool. So let's go through the specs really quick. 4.5 inches closed, 8 3/16 overall, 3.68 blade, 3.35 cutting edge. Blade thickness is 0.165. We talked about the blade steel already. Overall thickness of 0.597. I believe it runs on Teflon washers. I did not take it apart, and they didn't say on their website, but from looking inside, it looks like they're Teflon washers, but super, super smooth. And it weighs in at 3.8 ounces. And really, because of its kind of slim profile in this direction, it really works well in the pocket. I really like it. I think it's a cool, nice, kind of a dressy style knife with a full-size blade, right? Let me give you a comparison here with the Reaper, which is a little bigger and a little bit more on that, tactical side, and that, this may bother some people in the lunchroom, where this one probably not. It's just a different kind of look and feel to it. So I appreciate that. Okay, here it is next to the Sharpie. Give you kind of the normal comparisons here. Spyderco Delica, that's been used for some box openings here lately, so I need to clean that blade off. And because this blade is 3.6 inches, let's compare it next to the VC Edge Interface. 3.66 inch blade versus the 3.68. Again, this is super light, 3.8 ounces, 1.5, 1.6. All in all, I think this is a very cool knife. I will put a link to their website down below. And I will also put up here in the corner a link to the Eric Kramer Reaper. So go check that out. Thanks a lot, guys.